I like to know everyone's name in the room. I'm not one of those not know people's name people. I'm not one of those types of celebrities.
You used to be, but you changed.
No, I've changed. I learned. I'm one of those celebrities who fake gets to know people's name. Right, Brian? I mean, Will?
Hello and welcome back to the You Up podcast. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freed. It is so good to be back here with you, Jordana. How are you? How you feeling? I've been asking you how you've been feeling, and that was my secret way of like, wink, wink, I know you're pregnant.
How are you feeling?
Right.
Yeah.
How are you feeling in front of all these losers who had no idea? But now,
Right. Yes.
now that they know, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you had the pregnancy people like wish for?
Have I had the what?
I guess not. It took you a while. This is not, like the pregnancy people like are like, I wasn't sick at all. Like some people say they have tough pregnancies.
Yeah. No, I think physically it's been pretty easy.
Right.
Mentally, it's like obviously a whole other ball game.
I would understand
Mentally,
that.
it's like a relationship you're not sure is gonna.
Oh my
like,
God.
Are we getting engaged? Or are we not getting engaged? Like I feel
that's
like
a
on
pretty
that
dark thing to say,
I mean,
but
it's true.
But it's true. But I'm
yeah.
sure someone out there feels very seen by hearing that. Like and that's got to be scary. Like
No, totally. I mean, yeah, that's to me like definitely the worst part by far. But it's funny because it's like people will always like even people I don't know they'll be like, "How are you feeling?" Or like how that's just the question you get all the time.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, I'm not going to get into like that. So I'm like,
Right.
feeling great, like blah, blah, blah. And so like, I kind of hate that question.
I've been doing it for 6 months.
Everyone has. It's like, and you get it from like everyone you know,
Right,
which is
and
nice.
everyone-
And I know like, obviously everyone's trying to be like nice.
Yeah, I guess this is why people should listen to the benefits episode, all the uncomfortable questions.
Yes.
Because I guess from my end, which is the most important end
Of course.
in the pregnancy conversation, guy who has nothing to do with the pregnancy. I'm always just like, I want to make sure you're good. I don't want to like make a big thing.
Yeah.
But then I end up making a bigger thing than it has to be because I'm like the old guy going, how are you feeling? Like hint, hint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like I'm like the worst poker player in the world at that.
No, I think you've been
okay?
pretty good. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Overall,
listen, sign up
yeah.
for benefits if you want unfiltered questions about.
Yes, all the questions that you might be thinking but feel too embarrassed to ask.
We think this is interesting because we keep pushing it.
Yes.
I think it's going to be fun because we haven't taped it yet. But
I think it will be too. I think it's a good space because it's like here's the thing. I don't think there's any like
it's out. Yeah. Sign up for benefits. It's out right now.
Yeah. I don't think there's offensive questions. I think it's more like there's people who can ask you. It depends on who's asking.
Right. And I
I
think a good podcast is when you get to be a fly on the wall for a conversation you wouldn't have heard.
Right.
So,
check out the benefits episode.
Check out the benefits.
What's new with you?
Nothing. I was at the Comedy Cellar last night. Saw the stars and celebs there. Chappelle, Aziz, Jeff Ross. They were all out. And I did some sets. And
what's the best time to go to Comedy Cellar if you want a chance at seeing a celebrity?
I'll give you exactly.
And you.
Me. And
just kidding.
You want to
Just
see
kidding.
me? I'm on the calendar.
Yeah.
They don't keep my
You're
name
on the
a
calendar.
secret.
Okay, yeah. What's the best time to go for the off-calendar surprise?
Off-calendar surprise. Here's my best bet. You go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the week an SNL is happening.
And SNL is on. Right.
Because the host, whoever's hosting, is going to be working on their set if they care to work on it. A lot of the SNL people, if someone's doing like a guest thing on SNL, they'll be through. So fall SNL week, probably your best bet on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay.
And maybe Thursday, maybe they might do one set. You might get lucky, but like the idea of people roaming around.
Not the weekend shows.
No,
so you're never going to see
week-
anyone. Right.
The weekend shows.
Those people have plans. It's the weekend.
Well, the thing is, if you're in New York City on the weekend, you're not making money. You got to go on the road to make money, which is why you should go to jaredfreed.com. I have tickets available for all of my shows. I'm in Milwaukee. Chicago might be sold out by this point. Boston is first show sold out. I'd like to get to 3 shows there. Second show's already selling. Philly's almost sold out. All the cities. So I'm going all over the place. Tempe just added. and Fort Lauderdale, Miami for Thanksgiving weekend. So Orlando, San Diego. I haven't been in Orlando in forever, so I'll be on the Tilt-A-Whirl.
I saw your flyer. You are everywhere.
I'm all over this great conch, and I'm gonna be spraying comedy on all of your faces. So,
are New York tickets for up?
New York tickets are available.
Those are
New York,
sell out.
Yeah, that's gonna sell out. So, yeah, if
February,
you're Atlanta,
right?
that's gonna sell out. So, like, I'd get on it. You know, I get people. I've given this speech before, but like, I hate when people are like, "I want to support." I hate that because it's like we have a good show and you get to listen and we all...
You're not doing me any favors.
Yeah, there's no favors done. If you want a favor to me would really be getting tickets early, like assembling the group chat. Like, that's a real favor to me because then I don't get the call that's like, Jared, Minneapolis. They always whisper, Minneapolis. It's just like not really selling well.
Yeah.
And come on.
And then they're kind of like making it open-ended so that you can be like the one to suggest.
Yeah, like that I have any ideas. I'm like, I'm doing everything I can. I'm talking about it nonstop. I'm putting it on my socials. So yeah, assemble the group chat, do all that good stuff. I don't know. I'm like in this like dating mode. I think this is like a great way, like this is a great time of year for dating, but it's also like a little bit difficult. Like I was thinking about this. I was like, it's so interesting at 40. I'm like,
have you gone to like a bar for football? I'm sorry to interrupt.
I've done the bar.
Like the first football in Delray is different than in New York?
It's not different. It's social.
It's the same.
It's social. There's people out. And there's people to talk to. I don't know. Like dating I don't know if it's a priority for me. As weird as that sounds. Like I think most men want to believe it's a priority for them. Like I think I think a lot of our issues here on this podcast with men, like when women write in, it's this idea that men are lying that dating is a priority for them. And I think there's a difference between knowingly lying and being naive to how you're acting and being.
Right. Well, wanting something badly enough to do something about it.
Right. Or maybe not wanting it as badly as like you and I both feel pain, and on a 1 to 10 basis, but my 10 is different than your 10. Yeah. So it's like the same as for dating. When someone's like, yeah, it's a priority for me. I think when a lot of men, generally speaking, but let me make it personal so it's not really like me speaking. I'll make it personal and just believe that most guys are around where I am. I think we say it, believing it, that we're like, yeah, I want to date, I want to find a relationship, but we're not, there isn't the stakes and the dire
Doesn't
nature.
Feel as heavy?
It doesn't. Because I end up texting with women and I'm like texting because I don't have the time. Like I'm on the road.
Pen pal mode?
I'm in pen pal mode.
As Bethany would say.
Yeah. Poor Bethany Frankel. I'm in pen pal mode and I'm talking with these people because there really is no other way for me. Like when I'm on the road, I mean, you saw my schedule. Like I have, you know where I am. I put online. It'd be great to date me. You know where I am at all times. Like you can't miss me.
That's true. Yeah.
Like my schedule's online. You can see when I'm at the cellar. They don't even use a fake name at the cellar. That's why I need you guys to follow me on Instagram so that I can have a fake name at the cellar.
So you can get to that level.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Let's say your life is a pie chart. Right. And let's say there's like 5 things on it. There's like comedy, there's family, there's friends, there's dating. I don't know. What else is there? Is there anything else?
Eating, masturbation.
Health, and your health. Sure. Health.
Sex.
Health.
Titties.
Okay.
Health.
That goes into the Okay.
Health.
So like what percent?
Is that in health? Is masturbation included in health?
If it helps your mental health, then yeah.
I think it goes in there.
Then
okay.
Sure.
I just want to make sure I know my pie.
All right. So that's your pie.
Yeah.
5 slices. Let's say they're all 20%.
Okay.
What are they actually for you, would you say?
I would say, well, comedy is work, but work and life.
Well, comedy, yeah, that's, well,
you know,
but that's a hard thing. That's a hard work, let's say.
Well, right, but that's a hard thing in a relationship. People are like, what I do is fun. So coming here and talking about my pie chart and where masturbation lies in the pie chart of my life.
That was your suggestion.
I know.
But like that was posited to you.
Yeah. When you're sitting here asking me how much of my day is put into masturbation. But that's fun and games.
It's not even like your day. I think it's more like your mental energy. Like how much
How much
are you concerned? How much are you thinking about? How much is it like something that you are actively working on?
It's
or
like
80%
work comedy.
So it's 80% work comedy, and then you got 20% left for family, friends, health and dating. Yes.
And I would say
so that's if
friends are last.
So that's like
because I think that they'll be there for me.
We'll start with the highest.
Okay, highest would be
second
dating.
Highest. Okay, so what is that, like 10%? That's too high.
That's maybe too high. Out of 20?
Yeah.
I would say it's 7%.
7%?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 7%. So we got 13% left.
13% left, and we got it between health, family. So the next would be family.
Which is what, like 5%?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're at 8.
Yeah. And then the other 4 and 4?
I would say 4 and 4 for friends and health.
Okay. And do you like this distribution?
Masturbations and health.
Could we cut into the to the work percent and like distribute some more into the other areas of life, or no?
We could. I mean,
but you don't want to.
I mean, part of me moving is doing that. You know, like moving to Delray was a lifestyle move. It wasn't a work move. If anything, it's made work harder.
Has it changed the pie chart?
Yeah, I would say it's, it used to be 90%.
Okay. Something.
It's gone down to 80.
Right.
Because I get more time with my family. Friends, not as, probably the same amount as before.
Right.
Dating, similar amount, but like probably less dating, more family since moving.
That makes sense. So maybe you've swapped them.
Are more thoughtful, I think, since moving.
Right. Well, I guess like in my mind, I'm like, okay, so for a lot of women, it's dating like 50%.
Right.
Right.
And I can't match that.
Yeah.
And I think when I get farther along with someone, I feel guilty because I'm like, it's almost like you're in a class that's I'm an AP bio and I shouldn't be here. Like
your mom called the school and made them put you in, even though you're not really ready.
Yeah. And week 1 and 2, I'm like, this isn't so bad at all. I can handle AP bio. And then week 3, someone's like, did you sign into the portal and like get all the notes for the test today? And I'm like, there's a test today? Like,
right.
And it feels like it builds up to a point. And like, this is a good analogy for my life because you've seen this where I'm like, yeah, I'm texting with this person. There's this excitement, and you're like, "Who are they?" And then I get to like 2 weeks later, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this person. Like
well, I've said to you as someone who's dating was much larger percent of the pie chart than you. I would say to you, I mean, whenever we've talked about this for a long time, and I've said these people think they're dating you.
Yeah.
It means a lot more to them than it does to you. They're under.
Well,
and I say it like if I was in the women that you're talking to's shoes, if it was me, and we were texting all day, most days.
Let's all day.
Okay, if we were texting most days,
yeah, that's a better way to put it.
Most days, I would be like, I'm dating this guy. We're between dates.
Right.
He's a busy comedian, but we're dating.
We're giving it a shot.
Of
and
course,
I would agree with that. Like, I wouldn't look at them and be like, look at this crazy bitch who thinks we're dating. Like, I would be like, yeah, you good point.
You'd be like, yeah, but I don't care.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I'd be a little nice. I'd say, yeah, but
that doesn't mean anything to me.
Holy shit. Like, I'll start I'm sweating now. Mm. Like, I would be like, yeah, I guess we are.
Right. But if you really wanted a girlfriend.
But this is the way it's put all the time, and I get frustrated by that. If you want a girlfriend, you'd be, game for it. So then that does kind of like play in my head, and I'm like, and I start going, well, then fuck it. Like, get me out of this. Like,
so you don't want a girlfriend?
Well, that's what I have to deal with. That's what I'm wrestling with, this priority thing. Because it's like, when you say like, if you give 10 excuses, then
right, then none of them they're all fake, right?
Right,
yeah.
But I have 10 good excuses. Like, I'm like, for why it's not the time for me. But
because you don't want it badly enough. It's like with comedy, it's 80% because you want it really badly. So like you're gonna make sure if you say that you're committing to a comedy date, you're not gonna cancel on Minneapolis.
How sad
you're
is
still
it?
going
How
to Minneapolis.
Sad is it that I'm like, it's 80% of my life and I'm still here going, hey guys, just buy the tickets early. Whatever you can do. And then like, that's 80% of my life.
No, you can't. I mean, it's the thing.
That's why I'm so offended when someone messages me to like hang out. Like I'll get messages like, hey, let's go get drinks. And they don't follow me. And I'm like, do you think like you've already angered me?
Well, now
you think I'm like just going to go out with someone who's just like not supporting the 80% of my life that I care the most about?
Right. Well, then flip it around from them, from their angle.
Fair.
Right.
Right.
Like you
think you're gonna what? Their angle
is like, this is what I'm spending. We're dating.
But I'm not messaging them like, hey, let's fuck.
Okay. Well, I'm saying other people that you are talking to. On
sure. Well, that's why I'm like, I guess I gotta make some cuts here.
Well, I guess it's either I think you need to like zoom out and it's like make some cuts or like decide what you actually want. Like decide if you want to take it.
I think I'm better off just telling people I don't want a relationship.
Maybe you should move down to the regular class.
I'm gonna move back. But then I won't get the AP credits, and then I won't be ahead in college.
Well, I'm saying,
and how will I double major?
What? And then what if you said, I'm not looking for a relationship?
I think it would make my life a lot easier if I.
So why don't you do that? Because part of you thinks you are.
Yeah, it's not because I'm like trying to fuck some chick.
Right.
Like I think I take actually offense to that. That I would say I'm looking for a relationship just to bang.
Right. Well, there's also people who offer that to you.
I can masturbate all on my own. Thank you very much.
That goes into health.
Yeah, I have a lot of health I have to tend to. 4% of my life.
Yeah. But do you believe that the career should be a smaller part of the pie chart? Or not really? You think that you're like
I actually don't agree. I actually think I would be not a good candidate for what they're looking for if I concentrated on my career less. Like,
who's they?
Women generally.
All women?
It doesn't. No, the not all women.
Okay.
And hashtag not all women. So but I just think the women that I'd be attracted to.
That they would be less attracted to you if you took your...
If I took my career less seriously.
I don't know. I think you're at a point, you're an established comedian, you're making a steady income on what you're doing. If it were me and I were looking to date someone, of course I'd want someone to be ambitious, but I would also want them to consistently see me every week.
Sure.
I think that would be, I think you assume people would take the trade-off, and I think not everyone just wants the most successful person they could possibly find.
But then would I be miserable in that relationship? Would I be in a relationship?
So it's about you then, not about them though.
It's always about me.
Right.
Everyone needs to stop thinking it's about anyone but the person. Everyone is the star of their own movie. Like, everyone's trying to get to where they think they will be better off.
Right. But also, like,
That's economics.
Are you chasing a ghost? Like, what is the level where you'd be like, okay, I'm ready?
Is this as good as it's ever going to be?
And do you want it to be 80% for the rest of your life?
No. But the 80%, I have fun with the 80%, but I do have moments where I'm like, I'm living in repeats. Like, a lot of like, I think a lot of the reason people want to be in relationships isn't even to like be with a specific person. It's more to just see like the next level in the video game.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, that's kind of what life's about, right?
Right. Like, and that's why people get in bad relationships. They go, just get me to the next level. I want to see the next episode. What's season 2? So, I don't know. I'm like stuck in that right now because I'm like, it is a priority, but it's not. Like, my actions are not.
Doesn't sound like it is.
It isn't. And
I mean, I think 5% of your life is not, what did we say it was 8?
8% of my life.
8%, I don't think is a priority. I would say something that's, I think in a perfect world, everything's even.
Right.
So I would say to make something a priority, it has to be more than even. It would have to be like 30% to be a priority. Which I don't think.
Some changes.
Which I'm saying, like, I don't think.
22% away.
I would think about it like that. I would think about it like when it's over 20% of taking up your mental headspace, then you're actually looking for a relationship.
Right. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, you're hugging a woman. You're like, this is nice. This is what like, this is what it's all about. And then sometimes you're like alone. No one's bothering you.
That's everything,
and you're like,
though.
This is nice.
Yeah. I mean, this
is what it's all about.
That's like everything.
I know,
right?
but I had this saying when I was like 25, and I think about it a lot. It's like it's a weird view on life, but I think, and it's less and less now at 40. But like, if you're single, I envy you on a Saturday night, and I pity you on a Sunday morning.
Do you still feel that way? Are you going out on Saturday nights?
Not really. I'm not. Well, this is the other thing. I'm consumed with the 80%. There is a piece of me, and this is the falsehood of life. I mean, any motivational coach who got their accreditation online, any Mel Robbins would say that if you're like, I'm like, if this and this happen, then I'll be less about work. But it's never that.
Right. It's your I mean, it's like, if you ask any like billionaire how much money is enough, there's no number.
Right.
They're not
It's
like,
the
once
game.
I get to this number, I can stop working.
Well, that's the fun of comedy. Like I love comedy because of the puzzle. It's a constant puzzle. The bits on stage, that's a puzzle. Figuring out this podcast and how to make it funnier and what segments we should do, that's a puzzle. Like figuring out like what podcast I should go on, like getting the special sold, making it.
Right.
It's all like a really fun puzzle that I love doing that produces income. Like that's
right.
I never want to stop doing the puzzle.
I don't think it's good. Again, that's the 20% though. I don't think it's like, no one's saying you should go to 5% or to 8% on that. But I remember my therapist telling me this because he was the one who kind of like threw the pie chart example, and mine was like overly into like dating and relationships. Is that if you're too much if the pie chart is too much in one facet of your life, then you're really prone to like overreacting or hyperfixating, or like it kind of like makes it worse.
Right. Squeeze too
Because
hard.
It's so large. Then you're over, like everything becomes so sensitive around it.
Right.
Because it's such a huge part. Like, so the idea is to make it so there's so many other things going on in your life that you're not like freaking out because Minneapolis isn't selling, or
What?
because
It's not.
do you know what I mean? Like, I think it just like, it makes it so like you take the edge, like by making many things in your life like a big priority, you don't get too
It's a mutual fund.
You don't get too upset about any one particular thing that's not going well. But if comedy is 90% of your life and you're not getting the thing that you're looking for there, of course you're going to think about it all day. You're going to like, it's going to consume you. It's going to fixate. You might actually self-sabotage in a way.
It's fair. Well, that's like why I think I'm buying this place in Delray. Like I'm going to become more part of the community there. Like I think
I love it.
Yeah.
We'll make
I didn't want to make my announcement on your pregnancy.
No, it's okay.
Announcement.
You're bought?
At this point.
Pending in contract?
It should be, we should be there.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a beautiful space.
I saw pictures. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for you.
Right near the beach. I'll be a beach bum.
If you build it, they will come. I'm telling you.
I think you're right. Well, hopefully the special gets sold, and the book is done.
Oh yeah, you got that book coming out?
I always forget about the book that's coming out.
As a non-reader, I can understand why you would.
They say things about the book that I'm like, man, who's
reading books?
Yeah, well, who would do that? Who would want this thing?
Is there a pre-order yet? Is it available for pre-order?
Not yet.
Okay.
I've gotten feedback from the book. I don't know if they just say these things to people. If this book is what like makes it all happen for me, I will laugh until the day I die because you
don't give a shit about this book.
I don't give a fuck about this book. Put
that on the inside flag.
On the YouTube. Yeah.
I'm waiting to be asked to blurb.
Yeah,
I want to get a copy.
Oh shit. You get a shout out. I did my thank yous today.
Oh wow. I got a shout out.
Gave you a shout out.
I love
it. Shout out to Jordana.
Amazing.
You, Ronnie, and Mike.
Yes.
No, the book, I care about it, but it happened so weirdly. The way I wrote it.
Sometimes those are the things I'm saying. Like sometimes
again,
the more
grip too tight, you're making me think
more
of it.
energy you put into something, sometimes like the or the more intense the outcome feels, sometimes that really like holds you back.
Well, it's funny because like there's times on this podcast and with the book, it would be like you'll ask me a question, I'll be like, oh, I remember, and this story will come out that I'd never thought of before. And that's what the whole book is. It's all these stories to like relate to mostly, you're trying to, the audience is women, generally that buy dating books, but it's like you're getting inside like the stories that men don't tell.
I'm excited.
And it's from breakup to breakup because that's all I know. So it goes from you got dumped, what do you do now, to downloading the apps, to bringing, dating, first date, second date, third date, sex, bringing guys home, bringing to your friends, moving in, and then you break up again.
People are going to love this. I'm excited.
It's called Walking Red Flag.
I love the title.
Yeah, it's coming out in June. And you know what else I did? I was like, I would love some art.
Are you on the cover?
I'm not on the cover because I wanted cartoons.
Okay.
Do you know But Like Maybe?
Yes.
But Like Maybe does dating cartoons. They put more money into the book. Like this is why I'm getting a vibe.
Oh, wow.
They put more money in the book to like buy art from her.
Yeah.
And her name's Ariana. She's like unbelievable.
I think I have her book. She's like a book.
She's got a book.
Yeah.
She's just awesome. I'm a huge fan of her art, of her as a person. And so they put money into
graphics.
So she did graphics for it. That could be like merch. Like it looks great.
Yeah.
And then they were like, yeah, or like old man CEO or whatever, like read the book and he loves it. I'm like,
our old man CEO.
Right. I'm like, well, at least we got the 60-year-old man group.
Those people need dating advice too.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like married men like it.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think it's. I think it could be. You're the thing
that
that changes everything.
Right.
Yeah.
That we're making. I mean, the special, you saw that show. So we'll see. Let's talk about some dating.
Let's get into it. You got an email? I'll read it.
An email.
All right.
Man, I would love to see your house this time of year.
It's not as spooky as it was when you were there. It's been renovated.
I haven't been there for 2 years.
I know.
Still waiting.
What do you mean? You're gonna. If I invite you, if I said, Jared, come out this weekend, you're gonna stay in New York and come out to Long Island on
How
the
about
train.
That?
Yeah,
I'll take you up on it.
You're welcome. That's why I'm like.
That's
why I'm like. I'm not gonna invite you to a specific time. And it's kind of like whenever you are available and around, come out.
All right, I'm in.
Yeah.
All right. The YouTube commenters don't believe us.
You have an open
challenge.
The pool
accepted.
cover has been closed, so now you are. Now I can feel. Now I can know that pool.
See how she's trying to tell me not to come. There's no pool.
I'm saying
come,
now.
No,
I'm saying the pool cover went on Monday, so now I feel more at ease having people over, not looking at a broken pool.
Did anyone ever swim in it this summer?
We had two swimming events.
And how'd they go?
They went well until all the equipment slowly started to break down.
Did it make you happy? So it made you upset you had the pool when it's breaking
The pool
down.
has been the worst thing to happen to my entire summer.
Aye.
Yes. But hopefully next year it's
That's the problem with the pool.
Yeah.
It's always
next year.
Yeah,
it's always next year. Yeah.
What are you
literally
talking?
the pool was destroying my life. I needed to like.
You can come get in an airplane. You can swim in my pool.
Great.
I got it. Yeah. Well, I'm in a
and you don't have to
condo.
maintain your pool, so
I
that's
have
the best.
nothing to do.
That's what I've learned. The best kind of pool is the one that is someone else's. It's like a boat.
A boat, right? That's what they say about a boat. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Most relatable dating podcast on the internet.
Hi, Jared and Jordana. I'm hoping to get your perspective on a dilemma I'm having about the next step in my relationship. I'm 33, my boyfriend is 35, and we've been together a year and a half. His lease is ending in November, and he plans to move in with me. Exciting. Part of me is excited about sharing rent, responsibilities, and creating a space together, but I'm also nervous. I've never lived with a partner before, while he has. He was previously engaged. I love him and know we can coexist happily, yet I feel more anxious than excited. When I was single, I wanted this step so badly, but now that it's here, I'm unsure. I see friends my age marrying, buying homes, and having kids, and while I do feel left out, I don't feel jealous. I wonder if I'd want these things with the right person or if I only want what I feel like I can't have. I'm wondering what questions I should be asking myself and if there are questions I should be asking him too. Any insight is appreciated. Sincerely, a cold-footed betch.
Really good email. Tough question.
Yeah. I mean,
we've both moved in with significant others.
Yes.
We've both had varying
gone different
success.
ways.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you take from their email?
I take, it's interesting because she doesn't really write like any of what her actual hesitations are. So to me, that almost screams it's like the hesitation with the idea of like commitment to one person without getting said unknown feeling that she thinks you should have.
Right.
Which it's tough because like certain people get that feeling all the time. Certain people never get that feeling. And occasionally there are people who rarely get that feeling and then meet one person and
oh my God,
I know. Yeah. Or so they say. Right? Mm-hmm. So it is a little bit hard. It's kind of like hard to answer this only having your own personal experience. as like one of these three types of people.
Right.
Right. Because there's people who are like madly in love with everyone they meet. Right. And there's people who never feel like, oh, this person is the end all be all.
Right. Well, what you're doing right now is you're giving the reason this podcast is hard to make clips for. Because you're right. Like, who are we? You know,
I don't know what it's like to be you and have your mind about dating.
This was like the big thing. You're hitting on something like when I was living with someone and I was like, is this right? Like, I got to make decisions here. You don't know. Again, this goes back to like 10 pain for me and 10 pain for you are different.
Right.
So it's like she's doing this thing of like everyone else is moving in. Is this the feeling I have when I move in? But I'm not even like dancing through the
streets,
right?
The street. Yeah,
like I should be.
I'm not 100% sure.
Right.
That there's no one better for me in the world. Yeah.
Right. And it's like in a world of endless choice and opportunity, especially the way she's talking about it. I think her email kind of like she needs to like adjust. If I were to give her advice and she has questions to ask, because I don't know, like you.
She doesn't say anything that's like missing or wrong from the relationship. It just seems like a general feeling.
Well, also, this is the next thing to do.
Yes.
Like, and that's the relationship thing. The relationship is a bus. We got to get to the next stop. We might hit traffic. The next stop, though, is coming.
Right.
And it's tough to jump out of the bus before the next stop. You know, so she's sitting there and she's probably where I was when I moved in. I'm like, everything's good. Yeah, why wouldn't we move in?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, I don't know if I would do it that way again. And again, that makes it harder to find someone to move in with. You know, as you've said a lot, like, it's all about risk tolerance.
Right. And how badly you want this thing.
Right. Do you need the next level of life? Do you need the next episode? If you're sitting there going, I don't know if I need the next episode. I don't know if that's the next episode I want to see. I mean, I wouldn't do it. But also, I don't know about her situation. I would say things to stop doing if I'm to give her like a direct answer. I think saying, I'm 33, my boyfriend is 35, we've been together a year and a half. His lease is ending in November and plans to move in with me. This is very New York, this is very city. This idea that the lease is the reason for this happening.
Right.
Lease runs up. Oh, I guess we should move in. It makes it cheaper. It's a little too, again, to the Slurpee of life and how you make decisions. How much of it is logical and how much of it is romantic?
Right. Well, it's like I think there's an article about this. It was like sliding versus deciding. And you're going to do better as a couple if you're deciding to move in together instead of like you're sliding into this apartment because of logistics.
Right. So why don't we make a list, not to like, be Ross Geller. But it's
or
like,
what was it, Ben Stiller in Along Came Polly, where he's the risk assessor?
He's the risk assessor. Like, I think like if you guys got together and you wrote on a whiteboard reasons we're excited to move in, and you guys kind of look at that list together, and it might be harder to do together. Maybe you do it on your own, but like I would get into reasons I'm excited. Like, because when I look back at moving in, I wish I was more excited. And I wish I was more like acknowledge that I was like sliding. Right. Instead of deciding. Or riding or
whatever
abiding.
The abide thing is, yeah.
A hip hop, a hip.
I think it's tough, and I also
I'm like the.
I would, if I were her, I'd look at my own dating history also, and like, because it's kind of like she wants that feeling, right? That feeling of like, oh my God, I've found it, I've got it.
Right.
Is that a feeling she has felt before? Is that a feeling she feels often? Is that like, because I don't think it's like every single person has the same level of criteria or level of like wanting something or level of like, because it's like anything else. Like if you were buying a condo, right? Mm-hmm. You could probably say, look at a bunch and be like, there's nothing I really like here. I don't really need to buy, so I'm not going to buy.
Right.
Or you could say like, I really, really want to buy a place. It's really important to me. So I'm going to buy this place, and it's not exactly perfect, but like I live here well. I enjoy it. It could be better. It could be worse. Right. And I'm really enjoying, and I really want to live somewhere and buy somewhere, so I'm going to buy it. Like, those are two different people.
The problem, though, is with a house, you can go, hey, you know, maybe in a few years I can get rid of this house and get a new house.
You could move out of an apartment. Like, I mean, we say this all the time. Like, like, I think the way that you think about it, like, the difference is like not really the difference. It's like you can always leave pretty much any situation.
Right. Moving in isn't the end. It's
You could get married and decide. The people do that all the time. They get married and then they realize that it wasn't the right choice.
Right. Well, it's
obviously more. It gets more complicated. The more like it's easier to rent a place and then not like it and leave than it is to buy a place. But it doesn't mean that like it can't be done.
But that goes into the decision of like what excites me. Right. You know what I mean? Like, no, while writing your list of what excites you, no, you can move out at any time. Like, this isn't the be all end all. It's not the end. It's the next decision.
Right. And this guy's been engaged before. So I'm tempted to think that this guy has a lower bar for like, you know, I don't think it's that you're so perfect and he feels like you're so out of his league that he needs to immediately lock you down. I would imagine if he's I'm saying he's a guy who's been engaged before. So he's not afraid to commit.
To him, this could be.
Right. But I don't think it's like because she's so amazing. I think it's like that type of person wants to be in a relationship, wants to be probably married. And so they're like more likely to be excited about doing something around that. I don't think it's necessarily so person dependent.
Right.
Everyone is going to annoy you. Like,
yeah. I mean, annoy you is different than, you know,
be the wrong
decision for the rest of your life.
Right.
Like,
but there's no way to know if that's
right. You're not going to know. But for now, if you're looking, I think like for them, like looking for getting away from the logistics stuff.
Right.
I think that's like, that kind of like makes it boring.
Right.
Well, his lease is up, so we're together.
Right.
So
is there any excitement? Are you, right.
Yeah, it's just not a fun way to move in. Like, I think she's kind of like bored
your life
with
without this person?
Right. Can you imagine when you imagine yourself in an apartment by yourself, like if you imagine yourself in an apartment, you know, whisking eggs alone in the dark, are you happy? Are you sad?
How are you?
I'll never forget it when I moved out and like was broken up and I was in this like studio apartment in the West Village and I was on my own and I was whisking eggs. I was whisking egg whites with like salt and pepper to like make my breakfast. I was like, I literally went, I'm as calm as I've ever been in my life.
All right, so that was a good choice for you.
It was a good choice for me. But it wasn't because, and now looking back, I'm like, maybe because that was like, I didn't have to make any more decisions.
Right. Well, you didn't have the confrontation was over.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was it.
But I'm sure like when you were still in it and happy to be there, you probably would have enjoyed making eggs with someone else in the other room, right?
You would hope.
I would hope. I don't know.
So let's do an icky or picky.
All right, let's do it.
UUP@betches.com. That's where you send these emails. Icky or picky is the game where you're dating someone, they do something, you thought it was an ick, and we tell you whether you're right or you're being a little picky.
Let's do it.
J&J, thanks for all you do. Love the pod. I got an icky or picky for you. For context, I'm a mid-30s female and currently living in New York City. I'm looking for a relationship, though I've been on and off the apps for over 5 years without anything serious. The question is, if a guy proposes dinner for the first date, is it rude to ask to do coffee or drinks instead? I generally find dinner to be a big time commitment for the first date when you haven't met someone, and prefer coffee or a drink instead, as it's easier to end the date after an hour or so if it's not going well. A guy I had briefly been chatting with on Bumble asked me for dinner. I then asked about a drink instead. I had checked his profile to make sure he wasn't sober. One of his interests was listed as beer.
That'll tell you.
So what are you interested in? Beer. Just a cold one. So I assumed he's not. LOL. He stopped responding. Do you think he was offended that I didn't take him up on the offer, or assumed I wasn't being serious enough about dating?
Have you ever been offended by someone not taking dating seriously enough, Jared?
It is a wild assumption, and I'm sorry to laugh at her question, but like this goes back to like no man would be, you don't want dinner with me?
Not taking this seriously?
You need to take this seriously. Yeah. Was he being picky or was I being icky? Screenshots of the whole convo up until that moment attached in case it's helpful, but it's probably more info than you need. Well, we love a screenshot. So
yes,
if you have screenshots, send them in. We can decipher all those. You ready? You be her, I'll be
right.
him.
So she sent they sent a bunch of screenshots. They're basically, it's the conversation's not like immediate get dinner. They're talking about traveling. They're talking about they're like shooting the shit a little bit, as you do.
So there was enough conversation for something to happen.
Yes.
Which is important. It wasn't like, because some people do that. Hey, let's put aside all this crap on the app. We're a bunch of cool kids. Let's just grab dinner.
Right.
And I'm always like, how about we not?
Yeah.
I got people I want to have dinner with first. That's not this. Yes. Okay. You ready? I'll be him. It's called Alpha. It's a school for K through 8th graders that uses a lot of AI. This conversation sounds like it was fun. How about I tell you about it over dinner? That was pretty slick.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, good for him.
How about a drink, if that's okay with you? Usually prefer that for the first date. Smiley face. What's your schedule like? And then no answer.
I think this is like two people. This is great. I loved her response.
Yeah, great response.
Great response. Kept it positive. Has a smiley face. Like all of this is good.
Do you think he didn't answer because he's offended?
No, there's no way he's offended.
Or do you think he just kind of like decided not to follow up? Like, why would a guy ask you to dinner and then not
disappear?
Yeah, just wanted to see if you would. Have you done this?
Yeah, I've probably done something similar where I'm like,
are you like
let's
busy?
do drinks, and then all of a sudden they're like, I can't do this week. Like there's like one thing that gets in the way, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll move on to the next person. Okay. Like I've especially on a dating app.
But she didn't say. She did say like yes.
Right. Or he. You know, I tend to think the most. You know, I think there's a name for this, but it's like the most probable thing is like the most obvious.
Right.
Where it's like he's on the dating apps and someone else said yes to his dinner.
The most obvious answer is usually the right answer.
Right. And it's like, it has nothing to do with her. Yeah. It has nothing to do with doing something wrong. Wanting drinks for a first date is totally normal. It's totally like acceptable.
I would do the same thing. Yeah.
I would do the same thing. Right. Like, and the way she wrote it was perfect.
Right.
Happy, positive. I see your dinner, but I'm looking to do, I raise you
Smiley
drinks.
face.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Friendly?
I think as far as icky picky, I mean, if it let's.
I actually
let's
think it's a little icky if someone wants to take me for dinner on a first date and we've never met. Right. Personally,
I'm with you.
That's the ick to me.
Like yeah. You and I are closer to her.
Right.
But it's not like here's what she didn't do, which is great. How about a drink? That's okay. You should prefer that for the first date. Smiley face. She didn't make the other person feel like a big fucking idiot.
Right. By being like, I don't do dinner on the first date. Or
I
like,
prefer to. So she wrote it all so nicely. That perfectly. It would be hard for me to believe that the most extreme example where he's like, you won't do dinner with me?
Right.
Well, fuck off, bitch. I got plenty of choices out here. I'm talking about AI at K through 8 schools.
Right. Right. And if he actually thinks that, then like good job getting reading that out. Yeah.
Any reason other than I've started dating someone else or I've just like I lost momentum for this myself. That's a reason. Right. It didn't happen.
I asked and then you didn't. Again, there is a feeling which I think is accurate of like I don't really owe anyone on the apps anything, so I could unless we're physically in front of each other, like I could never speak to you again at any point leading up to this date.
Right. Right, which is like a tough way to deal with people.
It is, but it's also
that's kind of the
stakes. Those are the stakes. Yeah.
Right. We are living in a world created by nerds for nerds. This is what they wanted. They wanted the ability to not have to deal with people. And that's what a dating app gives you the ability to do. It's just toss away people like they're
What a time to be alive. Which sucks if you're on the receiving end, but is kind of nice if you're on the other end.
Right. Good for him.
I think we've all been like felt disposable, and I think we've all disposed of others. So
a great point. That's something we kind of forget. When you're disposed of, you're like, everyone's disposable now. Right. And then when you're talking to someone,
and you're like, this person sucks. I'm not going to answer them. You're like. Right. Like how great that they don't have my number.
Right.
Yeah. I don't have to look them in the eye and tell them I don't want to hang out.
Yeah. I was thinking of dinner with them, but just maybe not.
Yeah. Maybe this guy got distracted. Who knows?
Let's do another email. uup@betches.com.
Hi, J&J. Love the podcast. Been a long-time listener and recently became a You Up with Benefits subscriber. Love that. Even saw Jared's show in Denver. It was awesome.
I love meeting the subscribers on the road. I'm happy they had fun in Denver. Was a great time. I can imagine. All my shows, jaredfreed.com.
Get your tickets. Get your tickets. 80% of his life.
That's right. I have nothing.
Yes.
Otherwise, no family, no friends. I do this all
health.
for you.
Yeah.
I die for my work.
It was awesome. I was the one there alone next to the happily married couple.
Oh, I made a video about this.
Oh, nice.
She was very nice. Well, because they have seats on stage. They're like literally on the stage with you. So it's like,
oh, that's funny.
So I go, there was a point where I'm like, crowd work now is like all over the internet, but like I kind of like with crowd work stuff, I'm like, I'll let it happen. I'm not like trying to like dig for videos.
Right.
But I'll stop to take a breath from my act to be like, okay, nice to meet you guys. You're on stage. They're literally right there. And we had a fun interaction where they were like, we're married. We're not with her. Like,
please don't loop us in.
Right. It was like a very like, and like, it's so funny to think like you came alone to a show, which is like, I think wonderful. Comedy shows are a great thing to go to alone.
Right. Like, what's the worst that could happen? The whole crowd knows that you're there alone.
Right. She got the worst case scenario.
That's funny.
And then this married couple, I was like, so you know them or you're the friend? And they're like, no, we don't know her at all. We are married.
Please. Yeah. Again, absolutely no relationship at all.
Right.
Okay.
So, you can check out it on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's called Heckling Honeymooners. It's on my YouTube channel now. You can go watch the whole interaction. All right.
I really related to what Jared said about feeling apathy towards dating. That episode inspired me to write in.
Oh, good.
I live in a fellow
Jared's apathy.
A fellow pie charter.
Yeah, there we go. 80%ers.
I live in Denver, and despite the Menber reputation, dating here feels impossible. The apps are draining, meeting people in the wild never happens, and as a first responder with a shift schedule, lining up dates is tough.
Thank you for your service.
Yes. I also work in a male-dominated field where dating coworkers is taboo, but after 3 years of no luck, I've started to reconsider. There's a guy I work with. Let's call him Nick. No instant spark, but we had a lot in common. And
Nurse Nick.
Is he a nurse?
I don't know. They're first.
No instant spark, but we had a lot in common and both want kids someday. Is that having a lot in common?
I don't know.
That's like I think
seems like she's really.
It's a lot of people.
She's really digging.
Right.
Well, we both love breathe air.
I was going to say, like, we breathe in oxygen. Breathe out
we're
carbon dioxide.
He's a nose breather. I'm a mouth breather, but we both breathe.
Our hair is slightly different color, shades of brown. Okay. Anyway,
let's just not make this our story page when you guys get married.
He once asked how dating was going, which led to a quick convo that felt like him checking if I was single.
Okay.
The next morning, he followed me on Instagram. Interesting, but no DM or likes. A month later, after a few drinks, I decided to DM him first.
Here we go.
The chat was fine, but went nowhere. That was 6 weeks ago. My friends think he's hesitant because we work together, but I feel like I already opened the door. I still want to feel pursued, not like I'm begging for a date. So my question, do I make a move again or just assume he's not interested? Thanks for all the laughs and advice. First responder in the friend zone. All right, let's read these texts.
It's so funny the way she wrote this email. Like,
there's this guy I don't really like.
Right.
There's no one else around, and we both want to procreate at some point.
Right. I think you can make...
Talk about not exciting sounding.
Right. I mean, I think my answer's already like decided based on the email, but like you can make some negotiations with yourself, like, or you can make some compromises.
Right.
How many though? Like there's a point where you go, this girl, she was fun. I remember for her from up front. She's cute. She's got a great job. I know she's gone through some shit, but like, and now she's like this guy who's like just followed her.
Yeah.
Like, and nothing else. And now her friends are like, he's being hesitant. It's work. It's like, she's done enough. Like,
right. Let's do the text. Okay. I'll be her. Hi, I feel like we had a good connection at Red Rocks and then you followed me after. I thought you'd follow up, but maybe I misread things and wanted to see if you'd be interested in hanging out again.
Hey, we definitely did have a good connection. You seem pretty cool. We have a lot of common interests, so I'd be down to hang out for sure. Just don't want to lead you on if it doesn't go in a romantic direction. Over.
That's a no.
Over. That's a no.
Well, are you looking for a romantic direction or just friends?
I think it's best to start out as friends.
He said start out as, I would be like, he said start out as friends, which means we could be more.
Yeah, but it doesn't go friends. Here's how it doesn't go. You start as friends and then you become boyfriend, girlfriend, and then you have sex.
Right.
It starts as friends, then you go down on one another, then you have sex, then you become broken up because he doesn't have the time and doesn't see it going anywhere.
Right.
Let's remember the PEMDAS here, people.
So he says, I think it's best to start out as friends. She says, I agree. I'm out of town right now, but I'll be back on the 8th. Let me know if you want to do something.
Nice. That's the day I get promoted.
All right. Counting is
Wouldn't you like to suck the dick of a friend who just got a great new job?
He didn't say that. He didn't say
that. Nice. That's the day I got promoted. I get such a weird thing to write.
That is such a weird thing to write. Yeah.
Maybe not for them, but reading it from our angle.
Right. It's like, just wait till you get promoted.
Nice. That's
also, like, why does it matter? That's the day? Yeah.
Right. You just said, do you want to be friends? Why are you selling yourself?
Right.
Here? Nice. That's the day I get promoted. Are you out back home?
That's exciting. Do you know where you're going? And yeah, me and my friends do a Montauk trip every Labor Day weekend.
She goes from Denver to Montauk?
It's a long trip.
That's quite on a weekend, long week. What if the weather doesn't work out?
Good for them. That's a fun.
Good for them?
Yeah.
I can think of 7 other places they should go instead of Montauk.
That sounds fun. I don't know.
I think women get like obsessed with the idea of something.
It's not where you are, it's who you're with.
She's with nobody on the 2 flights and the train to the Montauk.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. We digress. She could have been somewhere weird in Texas. Going to D3B shift. They must work on.
I don't know what that is.
On the
hospital floor
on the Death Star. It sounds like a conversation 2 people on Star Wars would have. Going to C3PO shift. Oh, that sounds fun. What all is included in that trip?
So she asks.
Sounds like a guy who's never been to Montauk.
Yeah.
They're living 2 different lives. Okay, go ahead.
So her question is, do I make a move again or just assume he's not interested? I'm going to go with assume he's not interested.
You want 2 different things. To go back to our conversation, I think the conversation we had in the beginning that I made personal, I die for my art here. When I'm talking about priorities and dating.
This guy said thing. I mean, you're worse than this guy. This guy is saying.
I'm worse than this guy?
I don't know if you would say this exact thing to someone DMing you. Like, this is like as honest as you're ever going to get a guy being. He's basically saying, I am not.
God damn it.
This is like the nicest way you could say, I'm not interested, I think.
Yeah. Well, this is the nicest way to say, I would love to fuck you, but I don't want to date you.
Why do you think he wants to even hook up?
Do you think
because he followed her?
Let's start as friends? You wouldn't even say that.
Oh, I thought he was just saying that to be like nice.
What's nice about that?
Like, I'm not interested?
It's him saying,
I would hook up?
I would hook up.
Okay.
It's not him saying.
So you think that you're reading this as him being like, I would hook up with you, but I'm not looking to date you.
Yeah, I would say.
Okay, because I took it as like, I'm not interested at all.
I think everyone should think when they're like dealing with someone, a guy is thinking of how far away he is. How far away can he make himself from the next step? And the farther he's making himself from the next step is the less he wants a relationship. So when he's like, let's start as friends, it's not let's start as a date. Date 1 is closer to what are we than friends are. So he's like, no, I want to start way back there at friends.
Okay.
And then the next stop is hook up. And the next stop is like, I don't know if we want to ruin the friendship. And then the next stop is, yeah, I guess we could try this out. Let's be, exclusive, but not in a relationship. These are all ways of slowing it down. These are all ways invented by men to slow things down, to not be bothered about what we're doing here.
Okay.
He's doing that right now. He's going, well, I can put this way back there instead of starting it here. Starting it here would be, let's go on a first date and see what this is all about. Because I don't even understand what that means. Let's be friends first and then we'll see about the romantic. Like, that's kind of what dating is.
Right. No, that's true.
So
Okay, so you're in agreement that he's not interested in dating.
On the
Even though they both want kids,
right?
How will he find someone else
who wants
fits
kids?
this criteria?
I don't know where he's gonna find them.
Yeah,
Denver maybe, not in Montauk.
No, not in Montauk. Let's play some games.
Red flag or deal breaker, you can send yours in, uup@betches.com. Also, subscribe to the YouTube. We're doing a lot of cool stuff there. We're doing, You Up for More, which is a hit.
Yes.
People really love those shows.
Doing some fun, creative stuff on there.
Yeah, it's really where we get to take out the crayons and draw on the menu. So.
Yes. Speaking of the menu.
Red flag or deal breaker. It's the game where you're dating someone, one thing happens. Is it a red flag or is it a deal breaker? Jared and Jordana, huge fan, loyal listener. I saw Jared in Tampa and cried laughing. That was a while ago. I'm going back to Tampa.
Nice.
Really
Not
young.
to be confused with Tempe.
Not to be confused with Tempe.
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 Tempe. I did it wrong again. Wow. That wasn't even a joke.
Oh, I thought you were joking.
No, I wasn't even joking. Because I knew I pronounced it wrong as Tempe.
Tempe is not it.
Right. But then I thought it was Tempe.
It's not a substitute for a protein in the vegan diet. So I've got a red flag or deal breaker inspired by your recent convo about Zins and nicotine patches. Back in 2022, I was in a situationship for about 8 months. Great chemistry, shared values, both taking it slow. Like one of those, wow, this might actually go somewhere thing.
That's not a situationship.
At all.
It's literally the opposite of a situationship. Yeah.
I was in this great, we met up at 2 a.m. fuck fest.
Yeah.
Same values.
Both want kids
we both
someday.
But not now.
With other
That's
people.
why we wear condoms. Yeah, here's where it gets weird. I quit smoking a while ago, and I've been using nicotine lozenges. I hate the word lozenges.
Not a great word.
Not a great word for Jews.
Because of the hard Z?
Just Jews sound extra Jewy when
lozenges?
they say, do you need a lozenge?
Lozenge.
I have some lozenges. Like, doesn't that make you think of an old Jewish woman?
Yeah. Like the candies from your purse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got plenty of lozenges if you're coughing.
I don't think they're giving out nicotine lozenges.
No, not those.
At Temple.
You're coughing. Do you want a nicotine lozenge? They're for smoking, but I can use them for other things. They're nicotine replacement therapy, basically like the patch or gum, but it's a little chalky mint you put under your tongue and dissolves and gives you a small dose of nicotine. I take like 8 to 10 a day.
That's a lot.
A lot. It's my toxic little vitamin.
Okay. She's trying to quit smoking.
I just like that she's made it sexy. It's my toxic little vitamin.
Sexy little nicotine patch.
Anyway, one night I fell asleep at his place with one in my mouth. Didn't think anything of it. The next day, he texts me a photo of his pillowcase. It's covered in these random white chalky streaks. He says, "You left some cosmic streaks, LOL." I felt horrific.
What would be your immediate thought if someone said you left some cosmic streaks on a...
like, is my shit blue?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Cosmic streaks.
Yeah, it's such a weird way to...
I guess because of the color, if they were chalky, I guess that is somewhat cosmic.
I guess.
But
streaks is a word I associate with...
Yes, the word streaks and lozenges, both
not sexy.
Words I wouldn't use.
Yeah.
I felt horrific and ashamed. 2 weeks later, we end things, technically mutual, but I've always wondered, was it really mutual?
If you have to ask, it wasn't mutual.
yeah, I think you would have stayed. Did I get dumped because I left nicotine hieroglyphics on his sheets? So what do you think? A hot girl accidentally... A hot girl, me.
Yes.
So what do you think? A hot girl accidentally smearing nicotine therapy dust on your bedding? Red flag or deal breaker? Signed, nice Nick yes or Nick no.
Why Nick? Oh, nicotine.
Nicotine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. All right. What do we think?
Okay. Yeah.
Took me a minute.
I think if he was into her, he wouldn't care.
Yeah, I don't think that would be.
Yeah, I don't think that would.
I wouldn't be icked out. I would be.
Would you know what it was?
No, but I think I'm more icked out by 8 to 10 nicotine lozenges a day.
That does seem like a lot.
Like, they wouldn't end things for me, but I remember I met a girl who would she drank so many Red Bulls that she smelled like Red Bull.
Oh, that's not cute.
Yeah, that I was like, I can't even drink Red Bull anymore. Like knowing that
you
does
ruined
it to you.
Red Bull for me.
Right. Like it was such a smell.
Right. It's not exactly like something you associate with like a mature grown woman.
Have you ever seen someone like there's just like morning things and there's not morning things for me?
Yeah.
Like you ever see someone like instead of a coffee they like have a Monster Energy drink and you're like, I'm out.
Gross. Yeah.
We don't know each other.
Not the same people. Yeah.
Right. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like 8 to 10 nicotine lozenges.
I mean, that could have been a factor for him.
It could have been that we're just two different people.
Sure.
And I got to end this. And also if you're saying I'm in a situationship that ended mutually, but probably not. Like, I think she's connecting.
One of those, wow, this might actually go somewhere things. That's
right. I think when you say, wow, this might actually go somewhere, but it's a situationship, that is, you're hooking up with someone who's not as dumb as you think he is. He's someone who realizes you like him more than he likes you. There is a end date on this, right. And he pulled the cord. It had nothing to do with. And here's the thing with the nicotine streaks on the pillow. Oh, she's gotten very comfortable here.
Now it's time for her to leave.
Time to go.
This is like leaving your toothbrush there.
Yeah. This is a little too girlfriendy for what I'm looking for, and I kind of sense she liked me.
So you don't think it's about the nicotine vitamin thing?
She likes me enough to not.
Right. Yeah. This would have ended anyway.
It's like if a woman ever was just like, oh my God, pull my finger and then ripped a fart, I'd be like, oh, she's like in love. Like,
and I will just say no situationship ever ends mutually. That's sort of like in the nature of the word situationship is that one person wants more commitment than the other.
Right.
That's how it works.
You told us everything we needed to know.
Yes.
You came to the right and wrong place.
Yes. All right, let's do another one.
Go ahead.
Hey, Jared and Jordana, I need your take on something my boyfriend did that's been bothering me.
Uh-oh.
We're ready.
End it.
So I've always had a pretty flat butt. I don't hate it, but sometimes I wish I had a little more shape so clothes fit better.
Fanny flat ass.
That's not nice.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I forgot
what
where
is
I was.
my middle school bully here?
You're right. The cameras are on?
I was on the Skim site looking for a bra and saw these spandex shorts with built-in padding to make your butt look a little fuller.
Skims is really on the forefront of all sexualized technology.
They do. They've got the nipple bra.
Yeah.
You've seen that one?
I know it well.
Yeah.
They have the merkin.
Oh, yeah.
The fake pubes.
Mm-hmm. Is that what they sent you?
That's what they sent me. Okay. Yeah. I don't need it.
I was on this. Okay. I thought it was kind of.
Everyone here got that joke late.
I thought it was kind of funny, but also wanted to try them, not to wear every day, but maybe under a dress or jeans for a curvier look. When they arrived, I tried them on, and my boyfriend completely freaked out. He asked, "Who are you trying to impress?" and said it was so weird and messed up. He seemed genuinely disturbed by the idea. I told him I bought them as a joke just to make him stop, but how he reacted did bother me. I wear push-up bras and he doesn't throw a fit about that. So what do you guys think? Red flag or deal breaker? I bought butt padding shorts and my boyfriend got icked out. Thanks, guys.
I find this very interesting.
That he's icked out?
Well, the way she wrote it.
Okay.
Like from his perspective, she's not really thinking of it from his perspective.
What's his, walk me through his,
because when she says,
sound like he's really, in her defense, it doesn't sound like he's really articulating his perspective very well.
Right, that's my job.
Right.
That's why we have this podcast.
That's why Jared Fried is there to whisper in your ears during all relationship fights.
I'm Cyrano.
Yeah.
I would say, here's my thought.
Okay.
It's funny that she's like, the push-up bra is the same, but you don't care about that. Well, no. You with the push-up bra is how he came to want you.
Okay.
You with the push-up bra, he doesn't even know that's a push-up bra. That's just you. That's how he bought you at the store. And we talk about this a lot. Like when men date you, we're not looking for you to improve. We like you right now.
Just as you are.
Just as you are. That's how it was on the shelf. I like that shelf.
So romantic.
Yeah, it's truly how men think of women. It's like, I want that.
Right.
It's like the kid in line at the store.
Don't change at all.
I want that.
Okay.
And that included push-up bra, but he doesn't know that. Again, we are not looking like at your body going, oh, there must have been a push-up bra here. I thought she had more. No. Your titties are your titties, with the push-up bra or without the titty. It's all one titty.
Okay.
So with the butt stuff, like when you go and buy and try to change yourself, it does feel like, wait, I like this version of you.
She thought she was like improving.
There's no improvement needed.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's so sweet.
Right. It's way sweeter. Again, I'm the guy trying to tell him how to talk. And so when she's like, it's almost like, why are you trying, like, you're my taste with the flat butt. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm a flat butt guy.
Right.
That's why, like, when you're like, that's so mean, Fanny Flat Butt, there's Frankie Flat Butt who loves a flat butt.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
right. Well, why doesn't he say it like that? That's so much nicer. Then what are you doing?
I don't know.
I feel like he's like trying to shame her, which isn't nice.
Right. He doesn't know how to do it.
When you say that messaging, it sounds lovely. It sounds very sweet. Like, if he said that to her, I think that wouldn't make her feel like shit.
It's tough, I guess, from his end. How do you say, like, I kind of like I love your flat ass.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, it's your girlfriend. It's not like a random woman on the street. Well, like, I think you could say that to your girlfriend.
If your boyfriend just started working out, not mentioning it, and like getting like super into his body, when he's always been like kind of like not that into his body, you go,
is he hooking up with someone else?
Is he looking to like, I think that's kind of similar, right? Like, and I think that's a little tacky and a little reductive to be like, oh, they could only be working out to
for someone
fuck
else.
Other better women.
Right. No, I don't think so, but the thought might cross your mind.
Right, and I think that's kind of what he acted out on.
I might want to know like why now, but I think her explanation for why now seemed like good. She's like, I kind of like think about this a lot. It's something about my body that I don't love. I saw this on the site and I was like, let me like see what
he might be so insecure where he's like, man, she's one fat ass away from a better guy.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
I think that when you say who are you trying to impress,
right?
I do think that gives that vibe, but there's ways to say that in a more vulnerable way.
Totally agree.
This is a communication issue to me.
This would be a what?
It's a communication issue to me.
I'm with you. I think, is it a deal breaker? No.
Depends on how further conversations go.
Right.
I think the next step here is to have a conversation. When you said that to me, it really hurt my feelings. I'm trying to look good. I'm trying to look good part for you.
Right.
Like when you kind of made me feel really bad about just trying to like wear something that I thought would make me feel more confident.
Right.
And then the way he responds to that, I think tells you kind of like how able he is to communicate in a relationship.
Right. Where, because
that's vulnerable.
Right. And this is kind of, where could this go if he can't have this conversation? Like it can't go very far.
Yeah. Well, that's not a supportive partner.
It could be very dire. It could be nothing. It could be that he just acted out and
maybe he feels bad about the way he said it. Right.
Right. But this is a good conversation to have.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Let's do one more. UUP at Betches.com. J&J.
Real quick. Mm-hmm. What would you think of you take a woman home, she's getting undressed and she takes off her butt pads.
Her butt pads?
Yeah.
Got me. Like
Are you okay with it?
I'm okay with it.
You turned off? You turned on?
I'm not turned off because I'm there.
Okay.
But turned on.
Is it worse than a push-up bra?
Maybe because I don't know it.
Because it's not as it's like the leg lifts thing in the Materialist, where it's like it feels extreme.
Hold on.
Because it's so not common.
Hold on. I've gotten videos on my. I don't know if they're real or not. It's men who are like recovering from the leg extension.
Lengthening.
And you getting those videos on TikTok, and they're like, I don't know if this is helping them. Like
that wasn't the issue.
They're way less fuckable than before.
I'm sure.
And also what people point out is that their feet don't match the length of their legs. So it's like it just looks like long legs with little feet.
Okay.
It just all looks weird, and the legs are really skinny. And everyone's making fun of them, like in the comments, and I feel bad because it's like these guys are obviously insecure.
Why are they posting it?
I don't know. Maybe it could be fake. Maybe it's AI.
It could be.
I don't know what's real anymore.
And neither do I. I have no clue. I see a video and I'm like, some people in the comments are like, "This is AI." I'm like, "It is." It looks. I believed it. I don't know.
I saw a little baby fighting with a dog, and I was like, "I can't believe they're talking."
It's crazy how things grow. Yeah.
These kids grow up quick.
Yeah,
and
the
then
internet's
everyone's like AI. I'm like, yeah, it's totally AI.
The internet, totally, yeah. The internet's a scary place. I have like no idea what's going on.
It gets scarier every day,
Yeah.
and then you have like the biggest fucking loser ever being like, it's totally fine, not blinking.
Right.
Like, you know, like
Mark.
All of them.
Right.
The guy, what's his name?
Those guys are AI.
Right. They're just like, don't worry. They never blink. Everything with AI is going to make it better. And you're like, are we really better?
Scary.
So
you're okay with the butt pads?
I think I'm okay with it. I do like a fat ass. So I don't know.
Right. If you were dating someone, flat ass Fanny or whatever.
Flat ass Fanny.
And she wanted to do this.
Fanny flat ass.
Would you be supportive?
I'm already with her.
Right.
So I would hope I would be.
Okay.
I'm not going to say.
Who are these butt pads for?
Who you fucking?
Okay. Okay.
One more. J&J, huge fan of the podcast. Thank you for all you do, making dating fun instead of scary and miserable. That's the real goal of this show. Thank you. I'm writing with a red flag deal breaker from a guy I dated last year that I just remembered. We were about 2 months in, started getting pretty serious, but still not official yet. For context, I was 23 and he was 28. We were hanging out on his rooftop, looking out at the city view when it was perfect fall weather and there was no one else on the rooftop. Romantic stuff, right? After about 30 minutes, he told me
Rooftop guy.
Rooftop guy. He's back.
back.
After about 30 minutes, he told me he needed to pee, but instead of just getting in the elevator and going down to his apartment, he just went in the corner and peed in a potted plant.
Oh my God.
I was horrified, but tried to play it cool and lighthearted. I guess I played it a little too cool because 30 minutes later, he did it again. So red flag or deal breaker, he pees into a West Elm planter on his apartment rooftop because he's too lazy to get into an elevator. What do you think? We've had these discussions before.
I think so.
But this one feels worse than the one before.
Well, there is an accessible bathroom that you know exactly where it is.
Right. That's the problem.
Right.
This isn't a golf course where you don't know where the next bathroom is.
Yeah.
This isn't, we had
emergency
one where it was,
situation.
Right. Well, we did have a debate, I think, I remember, where they were walking to a game.
Yes. And it was outside. He went into an alley.
And that made sense to me.
Yeah, we had a slightly differing view on that. But that makes more sense to me than this.
Totally, but this is why that one makes sense at all. Like,
right.
This one, just get in the elevator. I'm not leaving. Don't worry. I'm not going to not. Who do you think? She's going to dry up?
He's like lazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to just go. But you're in a planter. It's like not like if they were outside and he went to like the woods, maybe.
Different story.
Yeah. This is like, you could just take the.
It's right there.
Yeah.
It's not.
You don't care enough about impressing me,
right?
Or not doing something potentially embarrassing. Just it would be.
Now, if a woman did this, I'd be like, "Whoa, this chick is crazy." It's funny that this is a very male-female thing, because if a woman did it, you'd be like, "That's a crazy fucking person."
Yeah.
For a guy, you're like, I think there's an element of, and it actually makes it more of a turnoff that he's trying to be cool.
You think he's trying to be cool?
I think there's a little bit of that, like, I can pee wherever I want.
I'll just go right there. Yeah, because I just feel like if you liked someone, you would not want them to see you doing that.
I think it strikes, well, he's 28, she's 23, but it does strike immature to me. Like, I'm thinking of like why I would do that, and it's like there is maybe the thought of like, this will look cool, that I don't give a shit. And
so cool, bro.
Right, I know.
So cool, bro.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to give any, like, and if he's trying to be cool, it's actually even less cool.
Yes, of course.
So it's either
nothing less cool than trying to be cool.
Right. So it's either laziness and you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Or it's cool attempts,
which is worse.
Way worse.
Yes.
So this is a deal breaker.
I agree.
So we solved dating again.
We did it. We'll be back on Friday with your Friday Feels.
Boom.
Bye.